Everybody's having a good Saturday evening, good Sunday morning, whatever it is for you. Hope everyone's doing good. Got some cool ones out this evening. Got some flashlights I wanted to talk about out this evening. Got some super cool rare Spyderco that I've never seen before, and a super cool Ken Onion that's on loan to me from my uncle. Um, Yeah, so I did a little review, a little short on this earlier in the week. Super unique Ken Onion design. Uh, let's see if it's set up there. But locking thumb studs, which I've never seen before. That one, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing good. Having a good evening. You ever seen those locking thumb studs before? Weird, but very cool. Ken Onion, man. Guy can design some cool shit. And it's an assisted that you're supposed to be able to close with one hand. But yeah, very cool. So actually won Knife of the Year, overall Knife of the Year in 2005 from Blade Magazine. Cliff, what up, Doe? Hope you're doing good, having a good evening. Thanks for stopping by, appreciate you. But yeah, so those locking thumb studs, man, I can't get over how weird and unique of a design it is. But I guess it makes sense of like trying to close it with one hand. You do that, and drop the blade right there, and then fold it up. So weird pocket clip, very 2000s for sure. Fires like a rocket though. MIM 440C, so metal injection molded 440C. Yeah, same, that one. I like more full-size blades as well. Wicked blade shape to it, but you guys check this Spyderco out. These are out of my uncle's collection. He loaned me a few cool ones. Have you guys ever seen this before? Something I had personally never seen. It is a Shemp Navaja, I believe it's called. You can see that logo on there. There you go. But check this out. This is the best part. You guys ready? Hold on, let me pause the background music for this. Listen to this. You ready? You hear it? It has ratcheting bearings. Super weird. Titanium Justin, what up, brother? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, this is from my uncle's collection. I'm not the biggest fan of Spydercos, but I thought this one was super unique. Taiwan made. Has that really cool ratcheting action, which I've never experienced before, so super cool. Unique piece. Yeah, I've never seen that ratcheting action before. Super cool. Blade shape's wicked. And it's an S30V. Made in Taiwan. But yeah, something different. Oh, heck yeah, Justin. That's what's up. We got to fill the table up. I'm excited to get that artisan. That would be sweet. I've been fighting with this for like 20 minutes. Alright. It's not gonna stay. We'll just do that. But yeah, super cool. Got some of these flashlights out. This is one I wanted to show off. An alternative to Olight called Nebo. It's actually a power bank too. So you could charge your phone off it if you had to. Has your magnetic base there and there. Nice strong steel pocket clip. And it's 1200 lumens. It's got your laser too. So a solid alternative to Olight. Something different. And then I also got the headlamp that came with it. And I do believe that this is an American-made company, but don't quote me on that. But I actually found out about them from an electrical supply store, and then I got one in a Christmas gift exchange, and I really like this one. This one came in handy quite a bit. As you can see, I carried it a lot. Had a lot of good pocket time on this bad boy. But now I got the Arkfeld, and I'm still on the original model, but I love this thing. It's like one of the handiest pocket flashlights ever. But like I said, an alternative brand to Olight, Nebo flashlights, something that I haven't seen many guys talking about or many gear reviewers bring up is Nebo flashlights. So I thought it'd be cool to bring up alternative to Olight that's a little bit more affordable, especially around Christmas time. It makes a great gift set, you know. You can probably pick a gift box up with like both of those two lights, and there's a mini, like what would be comparable to what are they called? Oh man, I can't even think about it. But yeah, there's like a 3 light set that's like around the $35 mark, so it's like a really good value. But yeah, what's everyone carrying in their pockets tonight? Hope everyone's having a good Saturday night, good weekend. Ohio State kicked Michigan's butt today. Made me a little sad, but dang, man, that Ohio State team looks good this year. I'll tell you what. Got my Dylan Mallory Droma out tonight. I love this knife. I like to switch it up every once in a while, Cliff. Keep it the same, like I would say 70% of the time I forget to like rotate a knife. I'll be like, oh, I wanted to carry this week, and then I forget to put it in my pocket until the week's almost over. Dang, that's a solid rotation there, Cliff. I went to a gun and knife show today, the Novi Expo Center out in Novi, Michigan, and I ended up getting a good deal. I traded a blade for a nice holster system. I needed a new holster system, and I got it for $0. So we worked out a little trade ski. But yeah, that weird Ken Onion knife, man. It's called the Kershaw Offset. Wicked blade shape, though. Anytime I can grab some gear without spending any cash, I'm a big fan of that. I like trades. Trades are fun. MTech pocket knife and a Zula Rowan. Right on, right on. Brought out the Ultratech that does not misfire tonight. But yeah, they're having like crazy good deals on these right now. You can pick one up for about 180, 190 for this generation of Ultratech. Some people don't like Microtech speed holes. I like them. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving and a good holiday. It was nice to get to see some of my family that's in town and not no longer active in the military. So we had some family back in town from their duty. It was really cool. Good to see them. Had some good laughs. It's always fun when you can get to cracking up with your cousins. The Kaiser Coup, underrated. I like this bad boy. Solid little gentleman's carry. And super fidgety too. Got your button lock, front flipper, flipper tab, and thumb stud. Highly fidgety. If you like fidgety pocket knives, that's a good one. Underrated one too. And I like that lanyard tab, how it's like a tab and not just like a little hole. I don't know. Different. Wouldn't work on everything, but it works good on this. Hey, take it easy, Cliff. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Appreciate you. Seen some good pocket time. But yeah, that ratcheting action on that Spyderco is pretty sweet. Carbon fiber is really nice. This thing's wicked. Yeah, my uncle got some really nice pieces from, he bought a couple safes or a safe and bought all the contents of said safe, so he got some deals. So he's letting me check out some cool pieces, and then he's going to list all these on his eBay store as well, so yeah, you got that right, brother. I showed a few people pictures of this and they already offered me stuff. I'm like, I can't. It's not mine. Not mine to sell, but my uncle will be selling it eventually when he puts it on his eBay store. Super cool logo, the Shemp logo. This thing's wicked, man. I think probably between the 500 and 600 range from what I read. And I didn't do a ton of research on this yet, but at a first few glances, I believe it was like between 500 and 600, depending on condition. And this thing's pretty immaculate, but the box is not. But it's just that ratcheting action's crazy. You hear it? Crazy. Good action, though. Somebody said this was the poor man's Coing Arius, and I can't unsee it, but I love this knife. Great titanium blade, or titanium knife with 14C for just about 100 or under, if you're looking for a titanium knife. Love the blade shape on that too. Yeah, totally. Not as heavy as you would think, but I love this. I love how the flipper tab's deleted too. But yeah, good action on it. Then I've been carrying this a lot. A lot. My first Magna Cut too. So getting used to the Benchmade lock. But I love this thing. Solid buy. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good weekend though. What's everybody been spinning on their playlists? What's everybody been listening to? Oh. I've been listening to this band a lot called Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. They're pretty good. They do cover songs only. It's like a punk rock 2000s band. It's hilarious. Hey, for sure. I appreciate you that one. Thanks for stopping by, dude. But yeah, I love this knife. It looks like so much more than a $50 knife. It's just got a good look to it, man. Dylan Mallory design. I feel like this should be up there for budget knife of the year. It's a good one for sure. I like the G10 inlaid on the aluminum. And that bolster lock is great. And CJRB's having a 25% off sale right now, so probably pick this thing up for less than 40 bucks. Miguel Hoffman for sure, dude. Hope you're having a good night, dude. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you're enjoying yourself, chilling. Miguel Hoffman. Miguel Hoffman. Hope you're having a great weekend, brother, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. This thing is a brick. Metal injected 440C. USA Kershaw, designed by Ken Onion from back in the day. A with the locking thumb studs. Crazy. I still think the ratcheting thumb stud is crazy. The ratcheting action in there. But yeah, that's a wicked looking blade. A Spyderco you do not see every day. Great action, man. It sounds like you're unzipping your jacket really fast. But yeah, super light with the carbon fiber. I like that thing. It's wicked looking. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves. Not working too hard this weekend. Getting their Christmas shopping done. I got most of mine done. Just got a few more gifts to buy. But I bought 5 CJRBs this weekend for gifts. And I got a few more gifts I got to purchase yet. And then that's pretty much it. Shout out to the wife for handling business. She sent me a meme where it's like dads watching their kids open Christmas presents on Christmas, not knowing what they got them. And that makes me laugh. But yeah, MSI, I love this thing. Are you going to get the mini with the thumb studs? I like the bigger knives, so I'm not stoked on the mini. I'd be more stoked for a SOCOM with the ram lock. And I don't know if that picture I saw of that was real or not, so who knows. Hopefully we get a SOCOM with the ram lock, because that would be awesome. But, you know, a guy can dream. Classic Ultratech. 204p, I think. Yeah. But yeah. I love Microtechs, man. Great blades. I get why people say they don't like the billboarding on them. That makes sense for sure. But, yeah, I've always been a big fan. Went to a gun and knife show today, and it's just funny how many, like, people have the booths selling, like, knockoff Microtechs and stuff, you know? And not that there's not other brand OTFs, you know, but some of the knockoffs are just so blatantly bad. It's funny how that works sometimes. But hey, you never know. You never know what's your next favorite blade, I guess. And you gotta carry what makes you happy, right? Because not every pocket knife out there can be $1,000 pocket knife, you know? You gotta carry what you can afford, and you gotta carry what makes you happy. And carry what you like. I think a lot of people get swept up in the keeping up with everyone else's collection, and it's like, you know, you can get swept up in that pretty easily, but you gotta buy what you like, carry what you like, and rock what you like. That's all. Vote with your dollars, as they say, right? Things wicked. But yeah, the locking thumb studs, man, it gets me every time. Weird. But dang, it feels so good in the hand though. Feels so rock solid. But man, I would be worried about accidentally slipping on that. Sure seems like that is definitely one that you could accidentally be working with and totally accidentally slip. And next thing you know, you guillotine your finger. What's going on, man? Hope you're having a good night. But yeah, that's the most thing I would be worried about is slipping off and hitting that thumb stud and then unlocking it and then having it fold on your hand. Granted, there's the little tab, right? The flipper, so it's like kind of blocking you, but man, dangerous, I guess. I didn't think about that until just now, really. But it was good enough to win Knife of the Year in 2005, so I guess they weren't worried about that then. Um, Tammy, I don't even know. I probably have less than 50, to be honest with you. Not like an insane amount. For most collectors, I feel like I'm on the way, way low side. Uh, Less than 50 for sure. But I got a few on loan to me from my uncle's collection, which was really cool of him to loan me some. And this is one of those ones he loaned me. And this knife is crazy because it has this weird feature to disengage the blade. You push right there. Take it easy, Tammy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, but a weird Ken Onion design for sure. It's weird that you can use them to deploy the blade and then also have it be the lock. It feels like wrong, but it works effectively. I guess it is pretty easy to do with one hand. Leon, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good night, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Tegan, what up, though? Tegan, here it is, man. Here's the Spyderco that stumped you. But the coolest part about this knife is that ratcheting action. It's on ratcheting bearings. So every time you flip it, you can hear it. Yeah. It's sweet. So I guess it's called a Shemp Navaja. Shemp Navaja. I don't think it wasn't Navajo, it was Najava. But yeah. Never heard of it before, never seen one before. Super cool that my uncle let me borrow it for a little while, check it out. The action is crazy good, but it's just that sound is so cool. It's just like unlike anything I've heard. Ooh, nice. That's what's up, Tegan. What'd you get? What'd you get? Is it a surprise? I went to a gun and knife show today and traded a blade for a holster system, which was a good deal. It was around it was actually like the exact same price knife for the exact same price holster, so it worked out. And also, I've been carrying Kydex holster systems for man, well over freaking 10 years, you know what I mean? And I've never broke a Kydex holster for a firearm ever in my life until last week. And so I wanted to get a different one anyway, so a different style. So I got a different style, which was one I like. Kaiser Milita and the Kaiser Original 2. That's what's up. The Kaiser Original 2 looks super sick. The Milita I'm not a big fan of, but I feel like everyone needs a Milita in their collection. Or it seems like everyone has one in their collection. But man, dude, they put out so many variations of the Milita. I just feel like it was so heavily overdone. It was like, man, I couldn't get behind it. But I mean, there was a lot of people that also loved it, and like Kaiser makes a really quality product, so it makes sense that a lot of people loved it, you know. Yeah, that's like what was it, the other one that I was super surprised that you didn't have taken in your Spyderco collection, the Shaman that you didn't have. Now, obviously you have one now, but I was like, oh, that's weird that you didn't already have one because they were so hyped up when they came out. But yeah, dude, if you like it, dude, buy what you like, carry what you like, use what you like, and enjoy it while you do it. Because life is short, man. So rock it, dude. Oh, yeah, the Spidey Chef. That one too, dude. That one too. I'm surprised you didn't have in your collection. But I think the Spidey Chef is a full. I could be wrong on this, but is it a integral or no? Full integral? Maybe not. But I thought the Spidey Chef was. But yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Loving the Benchmade Adira. It's treating me real well. And then I'm having so much fun fidgeting with this thing. It's a blast. With the locking thumb studs. It's so weird, man. But so I was reading on this. I guess he designed it so that this assisted system could be opened and closed easily with one hand. So I mean, in terms of ease of use for an assisted knife, this is like definitely the way to go. But I would definitely be worried about, like I said, slipping onto those thumb studs and like while you're engaged doing that. But it obviously won Knife of the Year in 2005, so he did something right. I love the splash pattern too. It looks cool. Yeah, it's a weird one taken for sure. It reminds me of a bat wing. But it's a metal injection molded 440C blade steel, designed by Ken Onion. But yeah, this thing, the action is super. Kicks like a mule. Not quite like a Pro-Tech or a Micro-Tech, but it kicks very good. Yep, totally, dude. Batman. I see it. One half of the Batman logo. But yeah, super fun to fidget with. I mean, in terms of fidget factor, man, this is like gotta be one of the ones that made fidget factor popular. You got the assisted mechanism and then the locking thumb stud. That's a crazy one. Super fun though to fidget with, that's for sure. But yeah, Knife of the Year in 05, so. It does make me feel confident, I agree. But yeah, hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Hope your camping trip's doing good, buddy. Hope you guys are freaking, if you're hunting, hope you guys are getting some good stuff and sending your boy some jerky over there, because I could do some jerky. I'm just saying, bro. My football teams all lost this week. They all got their butts kicked. That's okay. It happens. What can you do? Oh, just camping. That's all right. That's still fun. Yeah, we got freaking snow, dude. It's snowing right now like a son of a gun. I had to freaking shovel once. Heck yeah. Solid. I was probably in high school when this right here came out, that's for sure. It looks so 2000s too. But, and onion, man. Yeah. You might have not been, brother, man. You might have not been. This one specifically, his birthday is August 2006, so I was only like freaking what, 14? Something like that, so the pocket clip reminds me of Janko jeans. Just screams Janko jeans. Like that. Etching engraved logo or like design, right? Pattern. Reminds me of like Need for Speed Underground and Janko jeans. But yeah, with the bat wing blade shape on there. And I also, I don't know how much more Kershaw used that metal injection molded 440C either after this. I know they would still use 440, but I don't know how much they would stick with the metal injection mold. But yeah, one you don't see every day for sure. And that was before Ken Onion left Kershaw to go to CRKT or whatever. I don't know if he started CRKT or if he was just one of their like founders or one of the first designers over there. But yeah, so sweet Ken Onion Onion designed Kershaw. But yeah, I'm still rocking this one probably like the most right now. My buddy Joe and Tegan both made me want this knife. And now Dallas, the wife, she wants a Benchmade tagged out, the same one that you have, Tegan, and the tan and the orange. But yeah, this thing is fun. And my first Magna Cut in my collection, so far so good. Just drop it up a little bit and it'll be good to go. But yeah, hope y'all are having a good night tonight. Hope nobody out there is working too hard. Yeah, I was at the Gun and Knife show today, like I was saying, dude, and there was like not a lot of good stuff, but there was like an old school guy with like a TSA table ish, right? But I'm thinking like, okay, what is this guy charging, like $5-10 a pocket knife? So I go over to check him out and he's like, no, 25 to 40 a knife. I'm like, dude, these are all not even remotely close to worth that whatsoever. But he was just like fully committed to it. It's crazy. He had Swiss Army, like Swiss Army knives and stuff at like $25 to $45. I was like kind of shocked. And they were not all genuine Victorinoxes by any mean. And now I didn't even bother talking to the guy. I just kept walking. But yeah, I really like trading gear as well as collecting. So I took a blade to trade. Like I said, I traded a pocket knife for a new holster system. So that was really fun. I met a buddy who I had traded with previously, and he was like, dude, I've been trading for some more pocket knives. Check out my pocket knife collection now. So he was like showing me he had 2 Microtechs. He was like, dude, I got 2 Microtechs now, 2 OTFs. And he was like, I've been waiting to trade. So I took the Best Tech Skirmish. I traded the Skirmish for a nice holster system. And then some other stuff too. Little odd and end. Yeah, I love trading gear, man. It's fun. Especially if it's like something in your collection that you maybe won in a giveaway and aren't that emotionally invested to. Like, not a giveaway from a homie, but like, Blade HQ giveaways and stuff. But also, I try not to get too attached to any one thing, any one specific thing. I got this is the OTF that's dated. It was made the date of my wedding, so that's like the most emotionally invested I am in a pocket knife, I guess. And then, I have a few that are from my grandpa that keep on the shelf and such. But trading is fun, man. My uncles, and then I actually at the gun show ran into my uncles and my cousins. My uncle has his FFL, so he was looking to sell like a few rifles and shotguns, and he even had a nice HK-45 he was looking to sell with a threaded barrel. And I ran into him again. I was like, "Hey, any luck on selling those?" He's like, "Yeah, I only got one left." So I was like, "Oh, dang, you've been killing it." He's like, "Yeah, I just been walking around." But people walk around there like crazy. You know how it is at those shows. I don't know how it is where you guys live, but we have some pretty fun gun and knife shows. It's more geared towards firearm collectors than it is pocket knife collectors, unfortunately. But um, there's a few guys that weren't there this time, and those were like the bigger knife collector at the shows that didn't show up. So it was one of those ones that was a better gun show than a knife show, but it was both nonetheless. Yeah, Tegan, he's selling one with a threaded barrel. It was really nice shape too. He acquires some good firearms, man. And he also, like I was telling you, he's a Liberty safe dealer as well. So a lot of times when people are upgrading their safes, they'll call my uncle up, and when they upgrade their safe, they'll be like, "We also don't want this, this, and this, and this. If you would like to buy it off of us." And my uncle will just usually buy lots from people because he has his FFL. But yeah, he does it all above board. And it was cool. Like I said, my cousins are back from the military, so it was cool seeing all them. And then running into all them at the gun show as well was really fun. But yeah, I know Big Red's on, I think, as well. Or if he's not already, he will be. But figured I'd pop on, say what's up, talk some smack. But yeah, I've been listening to Me First in the Gimme Gimmes a lot. It's a solid cover band, man. They play some really good Dolly Parton songs like pop punk, and it's really good shit. Hey, take it easy, Tegan. I appreciate you stopping by, brother. But yeah. Solid, solid, solid. Got the Nebo flashlights out tonight. It's a nice headlamp. Super solid. And then the slim. Super solid flashlights. And the power bank.
Let's fuel up, Lima. Lots of people to tell about customizing and saving with Liberty Mutual. Those are mine.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
I love the anodized hardware on that one. Purple gives it a nice touch. I also got some yeah, like I said, I got 5 CJRBs for gift knives to give out for gifts. Got myself one new blade from Devo. Got myself a giveaway win from Justin on the way in. So I have an artisan wizard in copper, and mirror polish. That looks really, really cool. So I'm excited to get that. I'm excited to get that Growler XL from Devo. That'll be sweet. It'll be my first Devo, so that'll be cool. Cat and onion, man. Super ergonomical though, but tell me you're not gonna slip and land on those thumb studs and then disengage it though. You know? Especially if you had gloves on or something. Just pop it so easily. But it is wicked. Yeah, I was 14 when this knife won knife of the year. So you can just tell from that pocket clip. West Coast Choppers vibes right there. You guys remember that TV show? The Polly and the dad and the other brother. Total West Coast chopper vibes. The Spider Co's super cool. Super ergonomical though. Doesn't look like it. Maybe it would be, but it is. But maybe it's just because I got the right size hand for it. I don't know. Good choke up grip. But yeah, something different for sure. The ratcheting bearings, man, gets me every time. Just sounds so cool. Definitely one you don't see every day. Man, that action just sounds so cool. But yeah, super cool blade. Definitely fun to fidget with, that's for sure. Need some original goat scales or something for this. Aluminum or titanium or something. Frag tie would be sick. Just a little bit more weight on this would be perfect. That is one of my all-time favorite carries. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, what do I got on me today? Rocking that today. I love this knife. I definitely use it, as you can tell. Gons, what up though? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Saturday night, Sunday morning. Gons, check out this spider coat. You ever seen one of these? Oh. The ratcheting bearings is what's weird. But it's so like satisfying to hear. Very cool. Very different. And then how West Coast choppers is that? Yeah, super cool. It reminds me of like they're saying some Batman thing, you know? Like I could see that being on Batman's belt. This thing has been abused. Yeah, Gons Ken Onion. Yep. Ken Onion Kershaw. Oh yeah, and then this one too. The old Rosecraft. But yeah, got some Nebo flashlights out. An alternative to O-Light, something different. A little easier on the budget. 1200 lumen, the Nebo Slim. And that's the headlamp one. Super handy. And then I got my arc felt out. Arc field, excuse me. She's seen some pocket time, eh? Need one of the new ones for sure. Yeah, I really like it, Gons. It's like pretty this one I carried for like over a year. I really like it. Wanted it in a Christmas gift exchange and ended up like really digging it. And you can use this as a power bank too, which is super cool. Super cool feature of a flashlight. Yeah, worth checking out. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good weekend. One day try a Dawson Machine Craft. They're expensive, but they're worth every penny. Heck yeah, Dawson Machine Craft. That sounds sweet. Yeah, I love just checking out stuff that I have not seen before. That's always really fun, for sure. What were you carrying today, Gons? What you got in your pockets, brother? Oh yeah, really good turkey day, man. Really good turkey day. Super chill. Went out to Auntie's house, and all my cousins are home from the military, and all their service is done, so they're all chilling. And my one cousin is Dixon in the Custom 43X. That's what's up. That's what's up. And my one cousin is training bomb sniffing dogs, dude. And he brought one dog over to Thanksgiving, and the dog was freaking adorable and super well behaved. And the dog got to play with all the kids, and the kids were loving on the dog, and the dog was like just loving it, but also still behaving really well. So that was really cool. But yeah, it was really good to see him. And then I saw him again at the gun and knife show that we went to today. So that was awesome. We all got to meet up and hang out at the gun and knife show. So that was fun. Went window shopping, you know. But like I was saying, I didn't see too many good pocket knife tables this time. Um, there was a lot of good vintage like firearm part stuff, but there wasn't a lot of good pocket knife tables this time. Usually there's these two guys are like the best tables and they weren't there this year or at this time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens at the next one. I actually got I got two new blades coming in. I got a Devo Growler XL coming in, and then I got myself I won from Justin an artisan wizard in copper and mirror, and that one I'm really excited for too. My first artisan, I do believe. And my first Devo. So that'll be really fun. Robin, what up, though? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, having a good weekend. Chill. Sucks my Michigan Wolverines got their butts kicked by the Ohio State Buckeyes, but that's okay. It's a good game. The Buckeyes definitely deserved it. They freaking brought it, man. But you know, what can you do? Yeah, I'm excited. I got one of the more basic ones or whatever, but I don't care. I like the G10 versions, you know. No big deal. Don't bother me none. I like bigger blades, and one knife, the Tenable Bomb Burr, ended up slowly becoming one of my favorite EDCs just because of how big it was. And at first I didn't like big overbuilt knives like that, but the Bomber really grew on me, so I thought I might really like this one as well. So it's got that big huge profile. But yeah, so I got those two coming in. That'll be fun. First Artisan, first Devo. Yeah, Ken Onion's awesome, man. For sure. And he's got some sweet ones on CRKT and Kershaw, you know, so that's cool. Man, is the Buckhorn sounds so familiar. Is that the one that they then later did the mini of it as well? Man, that sounds so familiar. Oh, and it looks like almost like a what was it, like a shell casing or something on the pivot? If that's the one I'm thinking of, then I did not get to try that, but that is one that is really looked really cool. Yeah, okay, right on, Robin. Yeah, that looks like a cool blade for sure. But yeah, the locking thumb stud thing is what gets me. Just so different. But yeah, cool one. Hey, it's like that sometimes, guys. You just get stuck on something and it's like, oh, I was gonna grab something else, but just can't put this one down. It do be like that sometimes. Lately, I have been like that with the Adira. Hey, sometimes you just find that profile that speaks to you, man. That's what's up. I've been stuck on this a lot. I like the Magna Cut so far. The Null Voodoo, right on. That's what's up. Yeah, there's been like a lot of man, there's so many blades, so many blades, so much new stuff always coming out. I really want to Tempest Tornado, but I don't think I will. Or like if there were those were the pre-order ones and I obviously missed it, right? So whatever, but I next I think Tempest for me. I want to get something Tempest. Oh, the black scales. Yeah, the black scales are really dope. My buddy has the mini with the black. I think Tegan also has the mini with the black. But yeah. I want to get eventually. I would like to get the matching Annex and the Matrix they made to match this. How they all have the silver and carbon fiber. Titanium and carbon fiber, whatever it is. You know what I mean? How they all three match the color patterns or whatever. The patterns. I think that's cool. Yeah, I like the Annex. I like this and the Matrix. All the ones they did with like the right collaborations, I'm a pretty big fan of. Yeah, the Shadow, any Shadow series is like for sure awesome. I had a Shadow Scarab too that I ended up getting rid of. I regret it to this day. That was one of my favorite EDCs. Scarab 2 is a good knife for sure. Full size OTF. You know what? I have no idea, Robin. I would imagine that you should be able to. I don't know. The Shadow series is probably significantly harder to find, but I don't think the Annex should be that difficult to find right now. And then they made the mini of these as well. But I don't like the mini. I'm not a big fan of the mini size. I like the Annex like we were saying, and then the Matrix. Get those two to match. But the Matrix is way, way hard to find. Yeah, it's gonna be a little pricey. Is that for the Shadow, Robin, or is that just for the standard? 'Cause I want this color pattern so they all match. Yeah, the shadow. Okay, yeah, the shadow's usually like 150 ish. I want to say more than whatever. So if it's a $300 SOCOM, then it's usually like a 450 if it's a shadow. Yeah, that sounds right, Gons. That sounds right. Yeah, I want to say like 6 and 4 brand new for both respectively. Like 600 for the shadow and then 400 for like the, or 450 for the one that's that to match. But they get up there sometimes, man. But what's the McNeese go for? That's probably like a $600 to $800 knife, right? I would imagine. Uh, but yeah, that McNeese Dixon is definitely up there on the wish list for sure. $650. Yeah, that's pricey, but we're talking in the same ballpark, right? So like, whatever. Crack myself a nice cold Dr. Pepper. Sip on a nice ice cold Dr. Pepper. Son of a gun, man. Say never been there. But yeah, all those uh all those Microtech Right collaboration series I really liked. I thought they were all really done. Really well done. And then the pens too. They did 2 pens or whatever. I think everyone should own a Dixon and an Arius because they both are great all around knives in my opinion. Dude, that Arius is definitely also one that's high up on my list for sure. That's a good looking blade, man. Nice and simple and clean. I like the Mac 2, I think, better than the Dixon visually, but I feel like I would like the Dixon better because it's a bigger knife. So, those things we wrestle with. But yeah, I would prefer the more full size, but whatever. I like the design and the aesthetic of the Mac 2 for sure. But guys, didn't they make a full size Mac 2 or like excuse me, a bigger or a XL or like a two different size variants of the Mac 2 cuz if they did, I would really like to get the larger one. Excuse me, y'all. Jeez Louise. Uh-oh, I didn't see that one coming. But yeah, if there was a little bit bigger version. Yeah, see, I would get the 3.5 inch. That would suffice. That would suffice. But yeah, that's another one I gotta add to the list. I didn't bring it down, but I also got it. Yeah, you got that right, Robin. You got that right. The list never ends. I also got a Emerson Benchmade collab. Gons, this and the Ken Onion are on loan to me from my uncle. I got 4 pieces from my uncle. He acquired a safe and he had some cool knives and rifles in the safe. And he selling them all on his eBay store eventually. But this is my uncle's and he loaned it to me to check out and review, and then he is listing on his eBay store. He got some old Benchmades. He got some old Cold Steels. He got man, so many different kinds. Yeah, super, super kind of him to let me check some stuff out. It was awesome. And it timed out perfectly because he was like, well, come over for when you come over for Thanksgiving, I'll take a few pieces home with you. And I was like, all right, cool. And then he actually does safe cracking, right? Like he's a locksmith or whatever, but he does like safe cracking for like the Detroit police raids and stuff. So he sometimes acquires stuff like through that kind of stuff. So he comes across some cool stuff. But yeah, Shemp Navaja. I thought it was Navajo, but it's Najava. Yeah, he's a locksmith by trade, and his kids are as well, and then the two of the three brothers are military. Yeah, my cousin got a super sweet gig. He's the locksmith for college, so as long as he's stays working for the college, his kids will get to go to school there. Yeah, Gons, it is really, really satisfying. It has that great clicky action, which is like super unfamiliar to me. So when you slow roll it, it just click, 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 click. Oh, it sounds so good. So ratchety. But yeah, what you guys been listening to? You guys been listening to anything good lately? Went back and listening to some old Ozzy, some early 80s Ozzy. That's not Sabbath, you know? Yeah, it is weird, Gons, but it's unique. But I dig it. Okay. That's what's up, Robin. I can see that. But yeah, super satisfying. Very cool. I'm glad that I got to check it out. So this is kind of stale, to be honest. Just like I put on some music on Apple Music and listen to random stuff. Right on. That's what's up. Yeah, I got really heavy into this cover band. Me First and the Giving Gimmies. They're so good. But I guess they just changed their name to Spike and the Gimme Gimmies. But dude, they cover some Dolly Parton songs, and it's like pop punk, heavier, faster, and it is so good. But they cover like all kinds of songs. They cover like opera songs. They cover like some Spanish songs. They cover some Japanese songs. They cover like TV theme show songs. Like literally everything and anything. And the ones from Dolly Parton, I think, are Goodbye Earl, and there's another one that they do that go really, really hard. But it's really fun. Uh, Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, or Spike and the Gimme Gimmes is their new name. But great band. They call themselves the Cover Band. It's really funny. They have an album that got pretty big. It's called Me First and the Gimme Gimmes Ruin Madison's Quinceanera. Or no, Ruin Johnny's Bar Mitzvah. And then 10 years later, they have Me First and the Gimme Gimmes Ruin Madison's Quinceanera. And it's really funny. It's just someone hired them to play a bar mitzvah, and they recorded an album there, and it's really, really funny. Totally worth a listen. And it's like great because it's like all kinds of songs from all over that everybody knows, but like played in a more fun way that like everybody can like kind of dance and bob their head to. It's different, you know? But I like stuff like that. I like different. But who doesn't like some pop punk guitar riffs, you know? Yeah, and their name is so weird too. Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, or Spike and the Gimme Gimmes. So cool. Great band. And they have like a lot of albums. They have like an album where they only do country songs. They have an album where they do like live in Japan. They have an album where they do, like I said, the Quinceañera album and the Bar Mitzvah album are hilarious. Oh yeah, Robin, totally. I love getting introduced to new bands and stuff. I got introduced to that band by somebody else, as a matter of fact, just in the last couple of years, and I've just been on such a kick jamming them so much. But yeah, I love all different kinds of music, so getting into that. And then I've been also listening to a lot of yacht rock lately. I love me some 80s yacht rock. Oh yeah, 90s. I love 90s. So many great 90s bands. So many great 90s bands, man. I was bumping early Marilyn Manson today. Hell yeah, you guys. That's what's up. I was born in 91, so I'm a little late to the party, but I got to enjoy some of it, you know. But yeah, a lot of good stuff, man. Cobain. Love Cobain and Alice in Chains. Oh man. I love hip hop too, Robin. There's some great hip hop. I was never a huge Pearl Jam guy, but I mean, I dig a few of their. I dig, like, you know, I dig the hits from Pearl Jam, but I was never super into Pearl Jam. But Eddie Vedder's dope. Dude, Gon's totally, man. Totally. Just hit you with goosebumps and just take you back, man. Like, man, well said. Well said. But totally. Yeah, Robin, for real. for real, for real. And it's like it can invoke such like great emotions inside of you that you didn't even know you were feeling at times, you know? Just get totally overwhelmed with crazy feels from hearing a song that takes you back to a place. You're just like, damn. But that's what good art does, right? Makes you feel something. Dude, yeah, totally. I like also love getting lost in that like creative zone when you're doing stuff like maybe making a video or you're fucking maybe playing some music or you're like specifically when you're playing some music and it's been like 30-40 minutes of just jamming, you know, not like recording it, not doing anything, just jamming to jam, just playing music to sit down to get lost in it. And it's just like, dude, I love that. I love getting lost in it and just jamming. It's such fun. But yeah, Wicked Ken Onion design. Yeah, I never got that either, Gons. Like, I don't understand that either. It's like, how could you not? I mean, I get not seeking out to, like, find paintings, but, like, how could you not admire some paintings every once in a while, you know? But yeah, I could not live without, some good tunes, that's for sure. I also love instrumentals a lot, too. Whether it's hip hop instrumentals or jazz instrumentals, love to just put on some instrumentals. When I'm at the office, I'll put it on a loudspeaker. Nobody can say shit because it's instrumentals, so it's chill. Add your own words. But then we also, my buddy always says to me, he's like, yeah, dude, only musicians like instrumentals in most instances. But I love them. Good to put on the loudspeaker. Won't offend anybody, you know. I'm not a big techno music guy or a big like EDM music guy. I got a lot of homies that are always into like going to movement and shit and yada yada, but like I'm not a big fan. Oh, Earth. I dig Earth. I've heard of them for sure. But yeah, I also like I also have been jamming this album. I've been talking about it for a minute. It's a 20-year remaster of All's Well Ends Well by Chiodos. That's a really good freaking album, worth a listen. Oh, I love opera, Gons. I'm a big opera guy. I got to see uh, Andrea Bocelli live in concert. He's like one of the greatest opera singers ever. He's really, really good. But I was fortunate to get to see him in concert. I felt super out of place, but like it was fun. I was not nearly fancy enough to go there. But yeah, I do like opera quite a bit. But it definitely is one of those things where it's like time and place. You can't always just bump opera. No, you're not the only person to say that, Gons. I feel like a lot of people do not like it. Um, yeah, I'm not a huge country fan. I like the old country, like maybe some Johnny Cash and some fucking Waylon Jennings type of country. I'll bop to. But I can't do like the newer school country. I'm not a big fan of that. The wife is a 90s country fan. The wife is all about 90s country music, which I can tolerate more now. It grows on me. Yeah, I can deal with some of the 90s countries pretty all right. Oh yeah, I'll mess with some country rap, guys. Like we were talking about this guy earlier. You ever heard of Bubba Sparks? Bubba Sparks was the man back in the day. Back in the 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, when Bubba Sparks blew up. Adam Calhoun, okay, right on. That's what's up. My wife likes him. There's somebody else too, like him, that I can't remember. That was like Adam Calhoun. He had a song with somebody else. I don't remember, but anyway. But yeah, I also like a lot of different kinds of music, so I'm always down to listen to new shit, different stuff. Check out this, check out that. Variety's the spice of life, right? So, hey. And then also, like, you never know till you listen to something. And I like to listen to albums too, because, like, I feel like you can't always get a good reading from a band off of, like, their hit songs, right? Off the album. It's like, you never know when you're gonna find that piece of gold that's like the radio doesn't play, but it's like track 4 on the album. Dude, same guns, same. I was jamming some Pennywise today. Pennywise, and then I was jamming Pennywise covering Misfit songs, which was really good. I really love the Misfits. Young Danzig. Misfits are an awesome band. A lot of fun. No, I don't fuck with King Crimson. I don't really know them. I think uh either you were telling me about King Crimson before, or you and my other buddy were telling me about them. But no, I don't mess with King Crimson. Have to give it a spin. Have to give it a spin on the old LP. But yeah, when I received this giveaway win from Justin, I'm stoked. I said he was hooking me up with a fat amount of stickers, so I'm pretty excited to freaking lay down some stickers and finish stickering the table. That'll be fun. You guys ever heard of what was their name? Oh my god, they're so funny. I think it was Mac Sabbath, and it was like a McDonald's themed Black Sabbath cover band. That shit was funny as hell. And then there was also, what was the other one that my uncle showed me when he came back from Amsterdam? He was filming a commercial in Amsterdam. He comes back and he goes, yo, you gotta check this band out. He hands me this album and we like play it. It's Dread Zeppelin. Dread Zeppelin. They're a Led Zeppelin cover band that only plays that plays like Led Zeppelin songs and reggae music only. But then they have an Elvis lead singer, an Elvis impersonator lead singer. It is one of the most confusing bands of all time, but they are awesome and they freaking rock. They're so good. You guys gotta look up the song Black Dog by Dread Zeppelin. Dude, you will crack up. You will crack up. If nothing else, you will get a good laugh out of it. But it's actually like a good vibe. It's like some good tunes, man. It's different. But the singer is hilarious, dude. He makes it. He makes the whole ensemble. And it's like a silly band that you can actually jam to and are good. Oh my god, yeah, the guitarist in his underwear with the cape. Oh my god. And then there's always in all their songs and all their music videos, there's always like a guy walking around, Charlie, and he's just like walking around the stage with a towel. And he just like wipes stuff off sometimes and just like, ladies and gentlemen, Charlie. And then it'll cut to him and he'll just be like walking around the stage. It's like ridiculous, but it is funny as hell. Eventually in the song, he's gonna cut to him. He's gonna be like, ladies and gentlemen, it's Charlie. And then he's just gonna be like, it's hilarious. Dread Zeppelin, man. It's a riff, bro. It's a dig. Some good shit is what it is. If you like reggae Led Zeppelin cover bands with a little touch of Elvis impersonation, I recommend it. But you know, not everybody's a fan of Led Zeppelin reggae covers with Elvis impersonator lead singers, you know? So, but it's worth a listen. It's worth a spin on the old record player. But yeah. Hope everybody's having a good weekend, enjoying themselves, taking it easy. Hope you guys don't have much snow to shovel. I am definitely gonna have to shovel in the morning. I hate snow, but you know, what can you do? I live in Michigan. Oh, 50s is nice, Robin. 50s is nice. That's what's up, Robin. We woke up and went to the gun and knife show. and then picked up the kiddos and then hung out at the crib. The wife made homemade chicken noodle soup, and it was like so good for a snowy day. It was in Novi, Michigan. It was at the Rock Collection Suburban Showplace in Novi, Michigan. A little hike. It's like a 40-minute drive for us, but not bad. Went with the father-in-law. Rendezvoused with the cousins. I traded a pocket knife for a new holster. I needed a new holster for my EDC. I broke a Kydex holster, so I took a pocket knife up that I won from a giveaway and didn't carry very much, and I traded it to a homie, and he hooked me up with a nice holster. And it has one of the comfort wings on there, and it's super nice. I really like it. Same, dude. I love trading. It's like my favorite. Anytime I can get a new piece of gear for $0 is always a good time. It's just gear repaying for itself in the long way. I feel you, Robin. I feel you. I'm gonna probably say yeah. I'm about the same on that. I feel like yeah. Also same as well, Robin. I got my new car. It was used, 10 years old, but like I love it. You know. I'm not making car payments. I'm just gonna buy a used car. I don't need to drive fast. I just need to get my kids safely from A to B and myself, you know? Preferably as fuel efficiently as I can nowadays. If I didn't have kids, maybe I would probably be more interested in like getting something that's a little cooler, I guess, you know? But like I'm not a single dude. I'm married with kids, so I don't really give a crap about that. But what did I pay for it the other day? It was like I noted that it was like a decent price. I want to say I paid 270 or 279 or 289, which wasn't bad. But also, I've just like stopped looking at the price of gas sometimes because it's just like, man. But also, I filled up like this was like a week ago, so who knows what it is now? You know what I mean? Jeez Louise. Oh, dang. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. It's like they shouldn't make you a slave to gasoline to get places which we rely on. Like, how can you be a slave to gas prices because you corner the market? We all need it. Just make it all $1 a gallon. But yeah. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, car insurance out here sucks. Car insurance is crazy. Man, no, you know what, Robin? That's fair. I haven't. I have not a lot to compare that to. So, you know. But I live in the Motor City, so, you know, not a lot of public transportation available like there is in other places, but I feel like a lot of that is by design, but it is what it is. It would be dope to be able to take a train places. That would be sick. Like locally. Yeah, totally, Robin. That's like a whole nother conversation for another day, but yeah, totally. And then especially where I live, because it's, you know, Metro Detroit, the Motor City. It's owned by Ford. You know, everyone's got to have a car. Everyone's gotta do that. You know, so whatever. But yep, straight up. But yeah. But yeah, I'm just grateful that I got my new whip. Like I said, my new to me whip. But hey, I enjoy it. It's got nice seat warmers, so my butt's warm in the cold, snowy days, so that'll be sick. But yeah, so I got the Devo Growler XL coming in, and I got the Artisan Wizard with the copper coming in, so that'll be sweet. 2 new blades coming in soon, and then I actually have Kaiser sending me a replacement liner for the sheepdog. So technically, if I get that and then am able to fix the sheepdog, then I'll have technically 3 new knives because I only carried that sheepdog like once or twice. So it'll be like having another new knife in the collection. But alright, I think it's about that time. Call it an evening. Heck yeah, Robin. One was a giveaway, one was one to myself, and then one was fix a broken one, you know? So heck yeah. Hey, you too, Robin. Appreciate you stopping by. You have a good rest of your evening or slash Sunday morning. Enjoy it. Get some rest. All that good stuff. Yada yada. Appreciate you. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on the next one. Steve, appreciate you stopping by. I'm just signing off, brother, man. Take care.